Hey YouTube, what is going on? It is Jax here, back with another video, and today we're going to be going over P.E.K.K.A bridge spam with Archer Queen. So a lot of people have been asking me about Archer Queen. I just maxed her out, so I played some games on that to test her out, and I'm going to give you my opinion on her. But before that, sorry that I'm going to be doing replays on an early season video. I would love to be doing live games, but my new phone is on its way. It'll be here in 4 days, so right now it's the 4th. So it'll be here very soon. I'm so excited to finally get this new phone. You guys won't have to deal with as laggy gameplay. Hopefully my computer can still handle it. God, I hope this computer can handle it. So today we're going to be going over the replays of my push. I pushed to a little bit under top 1,000. Sorry to not even get into the top 1,000 for this, but I haven't had a whole lot of time to play considering school has just started back up. So I'm going to be going into the games. Also, I don't know if you guys can notice, but my mic quality hopefully should sound better. I think I accidentally screwed up some of the settings, so I changed it around. Hopefully it will sound better. I know it wasn't sounding amazing in the previous videos, actually for quite a while, because I had no clue what was wrong. So let's just go ahead and hop right into the video. So our first game is against Artificial. Now, this game just brought me immense frustration, and you will see why. I just feel like I should have gotten so much more out of this game than I did. There goes the phone, sorry. So yeah, I genuinely was getting upset in my head. Like I didn't say anything out loud, but this game was like, I was really ticked off. Other than a couple of mistakes, one of them actually pretty big, but other than that, I feel like I just completely outplayed this guy, and I really deserved the win. So we go for Battle Ram in the back to activate the King Tower. He goes for early Hunter. I Fireball Zap at the last possible second. Any later, I actually would not have pulled that off. And we try and force out a lot of Elixir from him because of his reaction. Like, he couldn't react in time. And we do manage to do so. So Ghost is going to come in, he's going to surrender it with Skeletons. That's going to basically fully counter the Ghost. He panics a little bit though and plays an E-Spirit, which the Ghost nicely kills. Very happy about that. It's just a small interaction that went my way. As you can see, many are not going to go the rest of this video. So go for a Bandit in the back. He's going to go ahead and set up with a Hunter in the back. And I was like, okay, I can't really do anything about this. So go with the Battle Ram in the right lane because I didn't have my Fireball in hand. Otherwise, I'd have Fireballed it forward. You'll see I do that quite a bit. So unfortunately, the Fisherman doesn't die thanks to the Hunter. And so I go for a late. He was way up at the bridge here. Fisherman does pull. This was my biggest mistake of the game. I Fireball. I thought he was going to Ewiz there. But he goes for his Fireball log, and that actually fully counters it. And we have to eat like 3 Hunter Blasts, which is a lot of damage. You can see we've taken about 1,000 over there. So at this point, I know it's Royal Giant, and against Royal Giant, you'll see how I win this matchup. Like it's hard to explain. Against Royal Giant, you just need to react to your opponent. Whatever he does, make the best appropriate play and keep going from there. You have to always make sure your P.E.K.K.A is not getting pulled by the Fisherman. So here, I go in for the biggest outplay I know, right, in this game. So we go for a Bandit, and what we do is we zap as well. So we basically force like a zap plus a ghost hit plus the bandit dash kills the Hunter. So I go in for the Ewiz because I thought he was low, but he actually had enough for a Fisherman somehow, and he fully counters that. And I was just like, dude, for real? Like, I really just did that, and he's gonna just counter that easily? But it is what it is. At some point, you got to say, okay, sometimes he made a good play there. So I go Bandit opposite lane. I don't want to. The same trick is not going to work twice. So I might get him twice, maybe later, but not immediately after. So I just go and Fireball this Hunter forward. Very nice here. The Fisherman locks onto the Ghost, which is great. Bandit's going to come in, and I zap this Fisherman now that the Ghost got a hit, because then the Bandit can actually break through, and he's going to have a nice counter push. I go in for the Archer Queen right here. And I go for a high Ghost, and I don't use the Queen ability. I was thinking about it, but I just really didn't see the point in doing so. So he's going to go in for the Ewiz. I go in for the Bandit. That was a really bad Ewiz on my opponent's end. So I go in for the Battle Ram in the other lane. We don't want to keep giving him too much spell value. You guys saw what happened last time he got a lot of spell value. So I go in for the Fireball, and then we go in for the Zap just to kill the Skeletons and the Hunter. Fisherman's going to get tagged up by the Bandit. He's going to go for a late Ewiz, and again, no damage taken. He keeps making mistake after mistake, and we still are down like 700 damage, 1400 if you're looking at the other line, but that doesn't really matter right now. So I go for a Battle Ram in the right. He goes for a Skeleton of a Hunter. That's very, very easy Fireball value. Bandit's going to dash, and Bandit's going to finally connect. So we're not going to take the damage lead, but we're going to finally get some damage. I go for the Ewiz just to kill the Fisherman, but unfortunately that wasn't the lane where I needed to be worried. So we go in for the Ghost all the way in the back. I probably should have played it higher because now he's just going to be able to Fisherman over there, and I'm in big trouble. So I zap, and then we're just going to go for the P.E.K.K.A off to the side. He's going to go in for Skeletons to protect the Fisherman. Unfortunately, he fails. And now my tower's at 1,000 HP. And I looked at that. I didn't realize how low my tower was getting. I was like, dude, what the heck? So I go in for the Ewis to try and kill the Hunter. But the Ewis is going in front. So now I need to bluster. Like, I basically need to scare him so that he can't immediately RG. So I go with the zap here, and the Ghost clutching up does get the hit, but the Hunter pops the Battle Ram. I was like, come on, man. Can I please get just a little bit of luck? And I get that luck because he decided to E-was one Barbarian there. That was not a smart play. I go for the low P.E.K.K.A. We're just going to shut off this lane. Even if he pulls it in, I can go like E-Wiz and Archer Queen and just kind of overload this Royal Giant before it can get anything done. So we have the P.E.K.K.A. I go for the Archer Queen here. We're going to just try and accentuate this push. Fireball Zap to kill the Hunter. Now we've got the Archer Queen and the E-Wiz all up on there. The Fisherman's coming in to kill my P.E.K.K.A, but the Archer Queen's going to go under her ability, kills the E-Spirit, takes the log, and oh my god, the Fisherman stayed alive there. The Battle Ram connects, but again, not enough damage, not even close. So Hunter's going to come down for him, a complete waste. This guy is so panicky, and that's what kind of made me upset. I'm going to wait for this Ghost to activate, then I Fireball the Fisherman, and you might be like, well, he's got a bunch of support ships. Why would you do that? Because now the Ghost is alive, and there's no Fisherman to keep pulling my crap. Fireball misses. I zap the Ewis. We go and kill it, but everything's dead except the Ghost on the right is clutching up and gets one more hit before anybody can get off like a fireball. Fireball's gonna come in for him, doesn't even hit. We win the game. Whew, very close. And the Ghost is 345 damage. So I think I had 900. I would have won this game by 1 HP. If he got the Ewis down in time. So kind of crazy. We did manage to win, even though it really seemed like he didn't deserve it. It should have been a landslide, except that it wasn't. But that's just how it is. So our next game here is against Elhan. Oops, almost just dropped my phone. You guys probably didn't see that, but he's playing Mega Knight Bait. So Mega Knight Bait with Archer Queen, probably a bit tougher than with Magic Archer. However, Archer Queen does have her plus of being able to be a secondary Mega Knight counter, just melting through everything. So before we even continue, I should probably say, I think Archer Queen, if you have her at level 14, is probably better than Magic Archer. So I didn't play Archer Queen. I was going to play an Archer Queen on that Skeleton Barrel, but I tried to mute this guy because he was sending emotes, and I was like, I don't want to deal with this right now, man. Please shut up. And yeah, so I tried to mute and my phone lagged. So yeah, quite the interesting thing. We just let the Skeleton Barrel connect and zap it though. Now the battles are going to be continuing. So he's going to go for bats. I just preemptively play my Ghost, prepared for a miner. They usually like to miner. So if we can go ahead and get down the Ghost there so that it's DPSing the bats down faster, more the better. We don't like to keep taking bat damage or have to spend a bunch of elixir that he's just going to Mega Knight. So he goes for the Skeleton Barrel, probably predicting a Magic Archer there. So Archer Queen's going to come up. I'm just going to zap that, though. I really don't know. Like, there's nothing else I could really do, especially since I played the Archer Queen. I can't use, because then he'd Inferno Dragon and the Mega Knight, and I'm screwed. So now that, as soon as the Archer Queen's getting close to the Inferno Dragon, I pop her ability. Now we're going to get a lot of damage on this Mega Knight. I go for a Bandit all the way in the back and choke this defense badly. So I was going to go for a Battle Ram and not have the Mega Knight jump, but he does jump. Unfortunately, the Bandit just kind of gets screwed up there. And I go, so now we have two Barbs and an Ewis, and I go in for the Ghost at 0 because he has no Mega Knight and all of his deck is Swarm except the Miner. Miner comes in and my Ewis goes in front. The Ewis always goes in front, man. Most annoying thing as a P.E.K.K.A player is when the Ewis goes in front. If it had stayed behind there, I think I would have probably gotten a lot of damage. So he goes in for the Skeleton Barrel. This time I'm able to go in for the Archer Queen. Not enough phone lag, though we did have some prevent me from doing that. I just zap as well. I don't want it to take all that damage. There's no need because he's not going to be able to really punish me that well. Like, it's very difficult for him to punish me. So I pop the ability. You always should really pop the ability as soon as you can. And so I go in, so we force out a Goblin Gang for 1 elixir. Like, it was really good for us there. So now I know I'm up a little bit of elixir, so I go in for a P.E.K.K.A in the back. He's going to go for Spear Goblins, and I'm honestly fine with that because I can Bandit to block them. And now the Bandit's going to be so far up ahead of the push, he's going to have to play something awkward to counter her. And that awkward thing comes in the form of a Miner. So we go for a Battle Ram, just going to be like, hey man, I'm about to double lane pressure you, prepare yourself. So he goes in for the bats. This is a little bit awkward, but we're able to go for the high Ewis, and now there's nothing on that Inferno Dragon. So I go for the low Archer Queen. I'm just going to Ghost instead of playing something, the Zap, because now we can zap the Spear Goblins. So Ghost is going to do a good job. We can go for the Archer Queen. Miner's going to come in, but the P.E.K.K.A is already on the tower with a lot of HP. Bats have to kill the Ewis first. I can go for a Battle Ram here, and I think the one Spear Goblin's on the tower, preventing the Battle Ram from doing its job of countering the Mega Knight. So it jumps, and I'm like, wait, what? Why did that happen? So he's going to spam really aggressively into this Ewiz, which isn't the greatest of plays. And I'm like, okay, he's spamming now. I'm not going to have the time to build up another huge P.E.K.K.A push, so I'm just going to spell cycle him. He spent so much elixir there. He's got no way to take 1,000 HP off my tower if I'm just careful. Go for the bandit. We're going to go let the bat lock on because I'm not smart. And we go for the archer queen to block. Now, he's going to have to start going in the other lane. I knew what he was going to do, so we just go for the Ewiz zap to kill off this goblin gang. And we're back to our fireball. Not even worried. 4 skeletons and some bats are not going to take a full HP tower with the miner in time. And we just go for a second fireball and catch the win. So we're going to go into one more replay because my phone is already screwed over and I have to record this for the Spanish video YouTube channel as well. So let's go ahead and we're just going to go up against Nova 1 Hypno here. Nice 3-crown victory against Logbait. I'm going to show you how I did it. He may or may not have made a couple of mistakes, but I lost to the other guy. That game was just kind of bad. So the other Logbait guy, I dominated. I was up so much damage the whole game. I had basically like this 200 HP on each of his towers, couple hundred HP on each of his towers. So I had a ghost going to like a 500 HP tower. I fireballed and the ghost didn't take the tower, and he was able to go ahead and just get just enough damage. And in the other lane, I had a bandit Ewiz on his tower with 100 HP, and we lost. So at this point, I'm like, okay, man, you just spent a barrel, you just spent a princess, and then he accidentally throws away a Valkyrie, too, to protect the princess, which fails. So that P.E.K.K.A was even better than I thought it would be. And as you can see, we're basically even on elixir. He's up like 2 elixir, but I have the P.E.K.K.A, so I'm up like 5 elixir. Here, my cycle's a little bit weird, though, because if I Archer Queen, he's just going to rock it. If I Ewiz, he might still rock it, but at least I can do something. So I go in front of the battle room. Thought he would have an Inferno Tower. He doesn't, and so I don't even go for the zap. There's no way this battle room's going to be able to do anything. Bad defensive barrel's going to screw him over, though. E-Spirit comes in, and now he's way too broke. So Ewiz does unfortunately die. It would have been nice if it stayed alive, but P.E.K.K.A is getting close to the tower. I go with the ghost so that even if he'd managed to get down a Valkyrie, because I didn't know if he had like, I was off by 1 elixir in my account. I thought he'd be able to afford a Valkyrie before I took his tower, and if that happened, I'd be like, dude, how did you get away with that? But so we go for the ghost just to accentuate the pressure, and he doesn't have enough elixir, so he's just going to stop the ghost from making the wound even bigger, which was a smart play on his end. Tries to support with the goblin gang. Easy fireball, 1 Valkyrie shot, a couple spear goblins, nothing to worry about. A better fireball could have hit the spear goblins, but then I would have had the have worried about the Valkyrie getting pushed forward. So I just go for a high Archer Queen to kill that. Not the most effective trade, but the Archer Queen is still there. I go for a Bandit to support her, because look at this. He's a little bit low, and then I pop the ability a little bit too quickly, but it actually works out because it's able to kill the Goblin Gang really fast. Archer Queen's going to come, and she's going to do the rest of this King Tower worth of damage. That's it. This is the game right here. I zap just to help her out a little bit. And there it is. Archer Queen finishes it all off. So that's going to be a 3-crown victory against Bait. That's actually where I'm going to end this video. Sorry I don't have time to play live or even do long videos. Promise that I'll be back soon. I just wanted to get something out for you guys because I've been gone for the past couple of days. I was on a trip, but I was able to schedule a video, so I didn't really say anything. But that's going to do it for this video. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.